This is a short video on how to get Java installed and set up on your machine. I'm assuming for most of you, you're using a Windows-based machine, in which case you'll need to download Java, the development kit, and install it and link it to your operating system. If you're using a Mac OS X system, generally Java is installed, and if you're using a Linux system, I'm assuming you're technically competent enough to figure out if Java is installed or not. The key thing we're looking for here is that there are two types of Java. There is Java, the development kit, and there is Java, the runtime environment. If you clicked on this button here, you would be brought to the Java runtime environment install. What the Java runtime environment is for people who want to use Java but not necessarily develop in Java. For example, if you want to run Java on the internet through websites, or if you have a Java application you want to run, you need the J or E, the Java runtime environment. What we're looking for is the JDK, or the Java development environment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Google, and here I'm going to type in JDK for Java development environment. You'll see it'll pop up some suggestions here, but what we're looking for just is the stock one. And then we're going into Java SE downloads to click on it. And so what you're brought to here is your download. Click this one here. We don't need NetBeans. We're not going to be using NetBeans on this course. If you're familiar with it, that's fantastic. But we will be using a different development environment called Notepad++. So we're going to click here on download, and it'll bring us to this page. And you can see here that we have two options. We have a series of links for our Java development kit and a series of links for our Java development kit that includes samples and demos. We only need the top section. So the first thing you need to do is you need to select that you accept your license agreement, and then you need to pick your appropriate operating system. For OS X, there is only one version, so click that one. For Windows, you have 32-bit. Larger here so you can see it. You have 32-bit. And you have 64-bit. I'm running a 64-bit machine, so I'm going to use this here. A 64-bit machine, if you don't know, is more than likely a version of Windows that is installed on an i3 processor or an i5 processor or an i7 processor. So if you look at the front of your laptop or of your computer and you see a sticker that says i3, i5 or i7, that's a 64-bit machine. If you don't see that, if you see Celeron or Atom or Pentium, it's probably a 32-bit machine. Another way of checking is if we open up our computer, the file browser, and we right click on this PC, we've got properties, it'll tell you here that this is what type of processor it is. So see system type, it'll say either 64-bit or 32-bit there. I have a 64-bit processor with a 64-bit operating system installed, so I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to select this download. This is a large download. It's about 200 megabytes in size, so depending on your speed, it will take a while to do. So I'll check back in with you once this is downloaded. Okay, so my file is downloaded. I've opened up my downloads folder, and I'm going to double click on this to let it install. We're just going to follow all of the default options here. Again, this installation takes a little bit of time, so I'm going to pause the video in a moment and let it work away. But we just keep clicking next and next until all the options are complete. So when everything has completed, you'll be left with this button here. So we're going to say close to this. And the way we check to see if Java is installed properly, we're going to go into the C drive, into Program Files, into Java. And as long as you see the JDK folder here, then you know that it's installed correctly. The next video will deal with linking our installation with our operating system.